Alright, just kind of documenting this in case they really turn out amazing. There's my green tomatoes, and I got more of them that I'm going to pickle. The jars, I have them ready. Inside the jars, I have 1 bay leaf, 1 piece of celery stick, 4 peppercorns, 5 cloves of garlic, 1 pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seed, 1/4 teaspoon of pickle fresh alum right here, and I have a 1/2 teaspoon of dill weed. I got the fresh. It doesn't look real fresh, but I put 1/4 teaspoon of this in also. So you got the peppercorns, 4 to 5 in each jar. So that's 1 jar, celery, fresh baby dill, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, 1/4 tablespoon of mustard seed, 1/4 tablespoon of pickle fresh, a bay leaf, and next I'll cut up the green tomatoes and stuff the jars with the fruit. Alright, onward and upward. Afternoon. So this is a follow-up on the pickled green tomatoes. Kind of a little history. 2 years ago, a co-worker asked me to try a dill pickled green tomato. And when you look at them, it's like, man, should I really do that? I've heard of, fried green tomatoes, but pickled green tomatoes? And I tried one, and I was amazed. It's incredible how good they are. I couldn't believe it. So it was the end of that season, and I was a little frustrated because I had some green tomatoes at the end of the growing season. I didn't know what to do with them. I think I just ended up giving them to a neighbor. So all excited, the next year it's like, wow, I'm gonna make some pickled green tomatoes. And I couldn't believe it. And all the tomatoes, as soon as they came on, they started turning red. So I only really got an opportunity to do 3 quarts. So the following year, I didn't grow, or this year, I didn't do any tomatoes. As you've seen, I did row upon row upon row of cucumbers. Because I was busy with the bus, and I just thought those were the most maintenance-free, user-friendly thing I could grow, other than not growing anything at all in the 5-gallon bucket. Well, as you saw, after I dilled the last 4th round of picking cucumbers, and I had dilled over 150 quarts of pickles. I didn't need any more pickles. And the plants were just still loaded with flowers. And I decided talked to some fellas at work, that gave me the green tomatoes, and they said with all the overtime they were doing this year, they didn't even put a garden in. So they were more than happy to take some of my cucumbers. So round number 5, I bet I had 4 to almost 5 large bags full of cucumbers. So took them to work, gave them to a co-worker. Later on, put all my canning stuff away. I was done for the year. About 3 weeks later, co-worker said, look, my neighbor planted all kinds of tomato plants, and he said he's done with the garden And his tomato plants, his tomatoes, they're just loaded. They're all green. And he said, I know last year you only got to do 3 quarts of pickled green tomatoes. Would you like me to bring you some green tomatoes? And I thought, sure, you know, those things really tasted good. Well, I get off work, go look in my truck. I got 4 large bags of beautiful green tomatoes. Unbelievable. And it's like, holy cow. So came home and it's like, got all the canning stuff out. And I put up 50 quarts of dilled green tomatoes. I've already given some away, but I got about 35 quarts here. I'll let you see. So here they are. You know, in the earlier video, I showed you, you know, how I prepped the jars. There's the tomatoes. You can see the garlic. And here are the green pickled tomatoes. Now I know you look at them and you think, man, that doesn't look very appetizing, but it is. I'm gonna try one. Let's see. Yes. Very good. Got the garlic flavor, pickle, feel a little heat from the pepper. The alum or pickling salt, you know, really kept it firm and kind of crunchy. So they're really worth the time and effort. So this is the end of the canning that I did in 2017. I ended the season by doing 50 quarts of green pickled tomatoes. Well, I hope you enjoyed the segment. I believe I got a couple other videos to load up, past ones, you know, because the computer broke, to get me current and up to speed. Hope very soon to get back out in the garage and get started on my bus and start putting some bus videos up. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.